Board of Police Commissioners meeting. It's Thursday, November 6th, 3 p.m. And I'd like to, can't call the meeting to order because we don't have a quorum yet, but I would like to ask for,
Madam Chair, you do call the meeting to order and then announce there is no quorum.
okay,
Thank you.
I'd like to call the meeting to order, and there is no quorum, so I'd like to go to the invocation and ask Commander Chaplain Katie Grady, who is on Zoom, if she could please.
Good afternoon to you all, Board of Police Commissioners, Chairman Presley, and all those that are present. Let us pray. Most kind and gracious God, we thank you for this day, this moment, this hour. God, I ask that you be with us in this meeting, oh God, that things will be done well, decent, and in order, oh God, according to the agenda and according to your plan. Give them the wisdom and the knowledge, oh God, to lead as you see fit. But we thank you for this day, oh God. In Jesus' name I pray with respect to other faiths. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Chaplain. And now we're going to go directly to oral communications. Today we have an extremely heavy agenda, so we are going to limit the comments and remarks to 1 minute. And please be advised, inappropriate language and comments may delay TV broadcasts and video posts. And please help protect your privacy during the public meeting and during broadcasts and reruns. Do not state your specific address or personal phone number during this meeting. Could we have the first speaker, please?
Yes, Madam Chair. Our staff is pulling up the clock. And our first speaker will be, and please state your name for the record, A.V. Raquelum?
Avi Rack.
Thank you, sir. After he finishes, we'll have Miss Bernice Smith. Speak at the mic, sir.
Hi, thank you. My name is Avi Racklin, and I reside downtown. Just wanted to comment briefly about the OIS that took place back on the 26th and some comments that were made by some commissioners, which I find just a little bit concerning, and just wanted to express my views on those, specifically with respect to proposed policies that may be ending stops for things like speeding or invalid tags or expired tags. I think that's a really bad idea, and I would urge not to move forward with such policies. We've seen cities like Ann Arbor and other states that have tried those and have resulted in increased crime. I would also ask you to think about the second order of effect and downstream consequences of decisions like that. For example, if you are an actuary with Progressive or State Farm and all of a sudden you have to review insurance rates and you find out that the police in a certain jurisdiction aren't enforcing certain laws that could potentially lead to more crashes, the people who pay for auto insurance and follow the law are going to be left to pay increased rates while criminals don't. So I think that that's a bad idea. The other thing I'll say is that there were some comments regarding that the police may be racially targeted.
Thank you, sir. That's your time.
Thank you. All right, before we go to the next speaker, we now have a quorum. So we're gonna begin the meeting. And
Wow.
now I'd like to now I'd like to ask for a roll call, please.
Commissioner DeWalsh,
Present.
Commissioner Woods,
Present.
Commissioner Bernard,
Attorney Linda Bernard, present, District 2.
Commissioner Banks excused, Commissioner Bell,
Present, District 4.
Commissioner Burton is excused, Commissioner Jones,
Present.
Commissioner Moore,
Present.
6 present, ma'am.
Thank you. And at this time, I'd like to approve the November 6th agenda. Is there a motion?
So moved, Madam Chair.
Support.
It's been moved by Commissioner Jones and supported by Commissioner Moore. Is there any comment or questions? All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And now approval of the minutes for October 23rd, 2025.
So moved.
Support.
It's been moved by Commissioner Bernard, supported by Commissioner Moore. Any questions? All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Motion carries. Madam Secretary, could you introduce the staff and the officials that are here today, please?
If I may, can we, through the chair, can we advise Mother Bernie Smith that we're in a meeting now, so we're not going back to public comment?
Fine, thank you.
All right, I didn't want you to be standing.
We'll call you up very shortly.
That's all right.
Thank you. Okay, ma'am.
Madam Chair, and through the chair, present as of now are Drew Freeze, Felicia Tyson, Jonya Underwood, Teresa Blossom, Mary Barber, Candace Hayes, Armesia Joshua, Dior Mathis, Armani Arnold. AC Fitzgerald is here. We do anticipate Deputy Chief Michael Parrish as well. Supervising Investigator Elgin Murphy. Our interpreters today are Dr. Beatty, Stephanie Beatty. I don't see Ms. Butler. Nicole Fisher, 4th Precinct Community Relations. Marie Overall of State Legislature Tyrone Carter's office. Lieutenant Mark Young, President of the Lieutenants and Sergeants Association, Ron Thomas, President of Detroit Police Officers. Hanson Court Reporting is in person today. Charles Henry, Media Services, Enrique Jackson, Audiovisual Services, and former Detroit Police Commissioner William Davis are those I have registered at this time. Oh, I'm sorry. Dr. Francis Jackson, our parliamentarian. My apologies.
Thank you. There's no BOPC officers report at this time. We can move on to the Chief of Police report.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Fitzgerald, thank you.
To this honorable board, real quickly, I'll go through it as quickly as I can. Our crime data, our numbers continue to are going in the right direction. 150 homicides versus 177 last year. It's down 15%. 404 non-fatal shootings versus 541 from last year. It's down 25%. Robberies 824 to 1,013. That's down 19%. All of Part 1 crime is down 8%, and carjackings are down 38%, 73 to 117 from last year. Just a couple of case closures real quick. On Monday, November 3rd, the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office charged a 21-year-old male in connection with the homicide of a 15-year-old boy. He was fatally shot on August 23rd at the Adam Butzel Rec Center. Defendant was charged with second-degree murder, felony firearm, and carrying concealed weapon. He was arraigned on the same date, and he's been remanded to jail. There's a criminal sexual conduct on Wednesday, November 5th. The Wayne County Prosecutor's Office charged an individual in connection with a sexual assault of a 5-year-old girl. This one made some of the news and social media of a man that went into the women's restroom at the McDonald's down in the 6,000 block of Michigan Avenue. He was apprehended yesterday and charged with second-degree criminal sexual conduct with a person under 13. That was made really quick work. The detectives did a great job and fast, got out there quickly to get him into custody. A couple of confiscations I want to let everyone know about. This past weekend, members of our FAST team, that's our fugitive team, our auto theft team, and narcotics, executed 2 search warrants off of a carjacking that happened the night before. One of our diligent commercial auto theft individual officers spotted the car. They arrested 2 individuals coming out of the home. They got a search warrant for that home. Inside the home, they got over 170 grams of cocaine, 30 grams of fentanyl, over a kilo of methamphetamine, 19 ecstasy pills, and inconclusive powder at this point was a little over a kilo, 3 assault rifles, and a lot of packaging of processing material, ammo, other papers. So really good job. Quick follow-up on the carjacking. They were able to get the car back for our victim. Just outstanding work. And then just yesterday, members of our narcotics unit hit a location over on Kilbourne in the 9th Precinct. And again, they got some cocaine, a quarter kilo of fentanyl, which is a lot, and it can harm a lot of folks. 3 firearms, $1,000 in cash. So narcotics have been doing just a great job getting out and hitting some of these doors for us. Then over the last week, we had our Halloween in the D, so thank you all that came out. Just incredible turnout at every precinct. Most of the precincts ran out of candy, so it was just incredible turnout. Tomorrow, we have our graduation class for Class 2025I. It's at 10:30 at Greater Grace Temple, 23600 West 7 Mile. Please come out and give us your congratulations to our new graduates. We can definitely use them. Two more things, excuse me. We have Veterans Day chair yoga. I'm not 100% certain what that is, but on Tuesday, November 11th, at the 11th Precinct, they will be doing chair yoga. The event is hosted by the James Europe VFW post located up on Mound Road. It's been put on by our NPO, Dan Robinson. I've never done chair yoga, but it sounds like a lot of fun. And lastly, our All Abilities Fair on Friday, November 21st. The Detroit Police Department will be hosting a fair for community members in search of services related to special needs, mental health, physical, and intellectual disabilities. The fair will be from 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock right here in the Schuyler Room. And that concludes my report, ma'am.
Thank you, Chief. Are there any questions, comments?
Thank you, Madam Chair. First Assistant Chief, I want to comment on the October 26th shooting that the public speaker mentioned. I know that we have a closed-door session regarding the primary officer regarding that issue, so I don't want to talk about that. Just talking about the other officers surrounding it. And you can clarify any rumors, because I wasn't there. I wasn't in the city. I was at the NACO conference. So my issues are the officer that maced the driver, the officer that assisted in boxing in the driver, the supervisor that was called and never responded. Was there a duty to intervene by officers when they saw this taking place? And last but not least, the member that lied to the police chief. Now, I take that very serious when you lied to a police chief. It took me back to 2003 when former Secretary of State, God rest his soul, Colin Powell was lied to about presenting to the UN and weapons of mass destruction. You know, Bettison is a very good guy. He's a very humble guy. He loves community and he loves the police department. But for whoever lied to him, they should be brought up on charges too. So can you talk about that, please?
Yes, sir, and through the chair, because it is an open investigation, and we are still awaiting to be submitted to the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office. Can't get too far into it, but I will echo what Chief Bettison said. We are very concerned about the number of policy violations that did occur. We are putting forth to us the most egregious individual today to be addressed in a closed session, and all the others will be solidly addressed in the investigation report, and that you may see others down the road.
Thank you, sir.
Certainly.
Any other questions, Commissioners? Okay, hearing none, thank you, Chief. We appreciate it. Now, at this time, we have a presentation to the board, and it's on the SEOGS.
I'm sorry, Madam Chair, we have oral communications now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Correct. I had checked it off, but we're going back to oral communications, and I believe the next speaker is Ms. Smith. Am I correct?
It was Ms. Smith.
Yeah.
I'll be very brief, but you know, I've always said I love my police department and I will just defend them till the end. But this week, when I looked at my TV at 11 o'clock in the morning, and I saw the judge when he asked one of our policemen, do you have some pants on? There was a case that he was testifying about, and I know everybody in this room saw that. I was so embarrassed and I was mad at the same time. How in the world do you think you're going to come before a courtroom and testify or whatever you were supposed to do and you don't have your clothes on? I know I'm old-fashioned, but my mother always taught me to dress properly and put your clothes on. And why this police, and then he had nerve enough to tell us where he was at the 12th precinct. I wanted to call the 12th precinct and ask, what are they going to say or do about what he did? This is ridiculous, and I'm very upset about it. I really am. And I hope that you and all my police officers be properly dressed when you go and testify at any courtroom, all right? This is a first, I know, but I hope it won't happen again. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Madam Chair, may I respond
Yes,
at least briefly?
Commissioner.
I'd simply like to indicate, I agree with you, Mother Bernice, but I think that since Mike Morris did a commercial in his boxer shorts with a shirt and a tie on as a lawyer during a Zoom hearing, it was a Zoom hearing, and I think that sort of relaxed the whole situation for members of the bar and other people. They dress from the waist up, pajama pants, everything else on at the bottom, because all you can see is the top of person. That does not excuse it. I'm not suggesting that. But I'd also like to note that Judge Perkins specifically indicated on the record what an outstanding police officer this gentleman was. He apparently was simply testifying from home and didn't realize that the angle of his phone also picked up his legs. So that's just as an explanation. Thank you, Mother Bernice.
Thank you. Our next speaker, please.
Our next speaker will be Minister Eric Blunt, then Mr. Dana Lund, and then Ms. Janice Hall. Please state your name for the record when you come to speak, please.
Minister Eric Blunt. I printed out a copy of today's presentation on the cell site simulator. With only 1 minute, I just got a few things. I numbered the pages. Hopefully, you do too. In general, page number 2, is this the same thing as geofencing warrants? I heard about them maybe 5 years ago. And this interception of a cell phone signal before it gets to the provider should be worrisome to so many. Page number 3, how many search warrants are approved or rejected by what judge and how many police officers? You know, is there a judge that always approves them? Is there a police officer that always gets rejected? Page 4, this whole thing about the operators are trained just gives us nightmares about how this department handled facial recognition technology. And that system valued white lives over black lives. Whenever you misidentify someone more than another, that is racial profiling to its utmost, and I'll call it what it is. Page number 5. What are these cellular bands? I guess you guys know, but I'd never heard of them either.
Minister Blunt, that's your time, sir.
All right. Page number 7, what's the retention period? It just says it'll be retained for the operation. I don't know how long that is.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
if I may,
Sure.
perhaps our Corporation Counsel would like to respond, but just in terms of what it requires to get a search warrant and how the search warrant is obtained, or I can respond, whichever you like.
Through the chair, if I may, Madam Chair of the Policy Committee, we do have a presentation that's going to take place, and maybe that can answer all of it if we can try to expedite this process so that we can get to the presentation if there's a question from there, because if you should answer.
I'll wait.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions, comments? Okay, thank you, Commissioners. Go ahead, sir, your next
Mr.
speaker.
Dana Lund, I've been coming down here for 3 police chiefs, and no one never did anything yet. I never spoke to Internal Affairs. 2 officers, Jeremy Foster, Daniel Chakowski, they abused me, they roughed me up. I done went through 3 surgeries, and I was having a seizure one night, and no one, they had violated my civil rights. They never took me to court. I never got a chance to go to court. And while I was having a seizure, one of the officers, Daniel Chakowski, said he's not shaking. There's more things, ways of having a seizure, and they kept me in handcuffs while I was having a seizure. And the city of Detroit never did anything about it. I done went to the city council. I done went to Mike Duggan. I emailed that man. No one did anything about it to this day. The attorney for the city of Detroit, Philip Hiltner, kept evidence withheld to 2024, and they never did anything to this day. I'm still dealing with the Michigan Supreme Court. I don't know what it is that no one can see, that this is all what most of the cases are Caucasian officers. What is it that can't no one see? And they keep holding that back. That they had to rough up a man that's having a seizure, and I had to beg them to take me to the hospital? And you guys are throwing me up under the bus?
Thank you,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Lund.
Thank you, sir. Assistant Chief, is there anything that we can do for him today while he's here?
Yeah, I'll certainly have someone talk to him, but it almost sounds like he's been talked to many times.
I've been talked to, but nobody does anything.
It
They
also
did
sounds
nothing.
like it's played out through the court process.
I never got a
That's not
chance to step in court,
process.
sir.
That's a procedure process.
All the way to the state Supreme Court?
The police procedure, he's
Yeah,
asking you to respond to
don't
his
take it the
concern.
wrong way. I'm not saying you people, but you guys down here, you had my court papers sitting on that desk. No one got in touch with me. You had an officer put his hands in my face. I had a neighbor pull a gun on me. They did nothing about that. I done made all kind of reports. I had neighbors call me the N-word over 40 times. I made
Let
that
the
report.
commissioner, the commissioner wants to say something,
Okay.
please.
Okay, your time is up, sir, but the.
You say that every time, but I'm just saying.
Absolutely.
I've been coming
If-
here for years.
If you went through 3 police chiefs, that means it happened years ago, and this board don't have.
There's never a time limit when someone violates your rights.
Excuse me. We don't have jurisdiction over something that happened 3 years ago. We couldn't even do anything as relates to a citizen complaint because it happened that long ago. You know, and so you said you went through the process. We're not a court. We're not any of that. We're not internal affairs or anything of that nature. We don't have no power to do nothing with internal affairs or a court. So we pray for the best for you, and hope that you can get the help that you need.
Madam Chair.
Go ahead, Commissioner.
Can't get no help when
that-
nobody gives help.
Sir,
Wait a minute,
Sir,
don't leave.
Sir, if I may respond, at least in part. First of all, there is a backlog of complaints like yours and others within the community. I don't know where your case is in that backlog, but if you can give our board secretary the information regarding your complaint, our head of the chief investigator is not here today, but we can find out where your complaint is and what happened to them. If you, all 3 of your complaints, or whatever number of complaints you have. But you do have recourse, and we can certainly find out about that for you. Beyond that, in terms of the officers who did these things to you, we can tell you what's happened as a result of your complaint. Anything beyond that would have to be a court proceeding. Okay?
Okay.
No problem.
Please
Thank you, sir. But please, the
leave your
secretary's coming to
information,
you.
definitely, so we can follow up, sir.
And through the chair, I want to make it absolutely unequivocally clear that we don't have a backlog that far. In fact, we'll be out of the backlog within the next couple of months. So I just want the record to reflect
The
that.
question is, what happened to his complaints? We can find that out.
We'll have the OCI chief follow up with him. Thank you. Madam Secretary, someone's going to get the information, please. Okay,
He's gone.
thank you. All right, thank you so much. Next speaker, please.
Hello, my name is Janice Hall. I'm not going to be long.
Please lower the speaker, the
Okay.
microphone.
I just want to give a compliment and a shout out to the precinct on 7 Mile and Woodward, the 2nd precinct. You hear so much, but this is a positive because they responded so quick, and their demeanor, I loved it. They diffused somewhat of the person that was in my home and they were very understanding with me. They got him to the point where he calmed down and went back in the house. And one of the officers' name was Officer Turner and his partner. And I just wanted to give a shout out and give a compliment to them personally here.
Madam Chair, may I ask?
Yes.
What were the officers' names again? So
Turner.
that's, you're in my district.
His-
And also, Corporation Council's district. So we'd like to know the names of the officers that you're complimenting.
Officer Turner and
Turner?
Yes, and I can't think of the other officer's name, but he was with him.
Okay.
His partner.
What day of the, we can talk after.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
thank you.
Okay. All right.
Thank you kindly.
Madam Chair, just
Any-
quickly,
Go ahead.
Assistant Chief, I sent you a text message in regards to the 12th precinct. Is that handled?
Yeah, I was gonna say, that number 12 is gonna like to hear this one, because they've had kind of a tough week of things not going the right way. So yes, we'll definitely share that along, and yes, the other problem at 12 is handled.
Thank you, sir.
Certainly.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments? Next speaker, please.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Our next speaker will be Ms. Victoria Camille. After Ms. Camille, it'll be Ms. Williams, and then we'll go into Zoom.
Greetings, Commissioners.
Madam, before you speak, I just want to acknowledge that our Commissioner Carter just arrived. Thank you. And Commissioner Smith. Thank you.
Greetings, Commissioners. My name is Victoria from District 7. And this is in regards to the mobile cellular tracking truck up for approval today. Goodness. On the surface, it appears that there's no increased risk because the department described the truck as only collecting the same information that the stationary cell phone towers collect. However, there are still serious concerns that persist. I encourage this board to slow down for additional vetting. The first one is that, did I hear correctly that DPD has been using this technology since 2017 without a written policy? Their activity must be outlined in policy and approved by the board. The next is that later in the procurement process, manufacturers will make bids for the devices that they offer. That means the device could be purchased that has broader capabilities than what's in the specification report. For example, Stingray is a company that provides such technology, and its product also includes the capability to collect information off of cellular devices like phone calls and text messages. I would like DPD to please share the manufacturer that they currently use for cell phone tracking. And then finally, I encourage the board to bring an independent group that has a focus on civil liberties and has surveillance and technology expertise to help you analyze these requests. And a tentative policy to govern the technology should be drafted and made public before you approve the specification report. Thank you.
Any other? Next speaker, please.
You all have been violating the Constitution, the law, and the charter. For the last 6 weeks, the citizens have not been able to hear on Zoom. Charles does the sounding, and he's not new. I'm glad the boss is here from Maternal Affairs. One of your officers came to 3426 Mack Avenue to collect weapons. Terrence lookalike Howard. You always talk about police officers not staying in shelters, ex-offenders. You sit up here and lie constantly. I don't even know why you all are on the board. When we have ex-offenders, killers, rapers, murderers, illegal immigrants on the Detroit Police Department, you all sit up here every week and lie. Earbuds in your ear, communicating on your phones, and act like you don't want to do your job correctly. So how can an ex-offender get on the Detroit Police Department with these fake names and we all have the same fingerprint? I cannot understand this. This is not acceptable, period. And this minute is garbage.
Thank you. Next speaker.
Madam Chair, we'll go into Zoom. Our first speaker is Nene Ask, Mr. Rue.
What's up, Detroit City of Detroit, city I love, Board of Police Commissioners. Kenesha didn't shoot herself. Kenesha Coleman, DPD, case 20-11112. It bothered me in my. The reason I say that is because I investigated it myself this time. It's not like I had to do in 1997. I did this one, and it took me all the way to find out that we got election fraud here in the city of Detroit. Janice M. Winfrey been cheating in elections for years and years and years upon years. My word. I got a 4.5 decade reputation around Detroit of being stand up 100. And that's real talk. And y'all board of police commissioners been cheated in. I know this.
Our next speaker will be former Commissioner William Davis, and after him it'll be telephone number ending 263.
Good afternoon. Can I be heard?
Yes, you may.
Okay, I'd like to start off by saying I don't always give compliments, and frequently compliments are not needed. But I'd like to give a compliment to the chief for coming out and admitting what happened when that white officer shot a black female for traffic, and stopped her and ended up shooting her involving because of traffic violation. Now, this is like really, really crazy. Sounds like 1950 Detroit instead of 2025. Hopefully, y'all still have utilized the policy about the duty to intercede, because obviously, at least in that incident, when a lot of other officers was around when some of this stuff was happening, y'all need to look at and check, make sure policies are being enforced. I don't think they are. Have a good day.
Thank you, Commissioner. Any others? You mentioned the telephone number.
Person with the last digits 263.
Yes. Hello, hi, my name is Reggie Crawford, and I'm calling about your cell phone tracking technology, the vote that's supposed to take place today. I'm calling on all the commissioners to vote no. It's insulting and was disrespectful not only to the commissioners but the citizens of this city that the BPD has been operating cell phone tracking technology since 2017, unbeknownst to anyone but those in DPD. Before we can, and you don't have a policy. So now you want to vote where you want to move forward and purchase an upgrade without a policy for what you're using now, which should be shut down today. You need to stop using it. Also, too, there needs to be a forensic audit of how many times it was used, what it was used for, and the number of search warrants that were obtained. So, Commissioner, this was an attack on your very integrity, and you need to, Commissioners, need to express their courage today by voting no until there's a policy in place. Thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Our next speaker will be Ms. Tara Brown. After Tara Brown, it will be Molly Moore.
Good afternoon, Commission. My name is Tyra Brown, and I just wanted to echo the comments previously about this new cell phone technology. There needs to be some more discussion. However, I'm pretty sure that you all have already made a decision, or a decision has been made, and this technology has already been tested on us, because we already know a lot of times we just can't trust the police department, and that's unfortunate. What I really wanted to talk about is yesterday during the policy committee, Commissioner Woods requested an audit of these gas station stop and frisks, and I don't want that to go ignored. And for the commissioners that weren't there, I want you all to speak with him about that and push that forward and get that presentation in front of the entire city at this meeting. We all need to know what's going on with that. Commissioner Moore has raised it. I believe Commissioner Bernard has raised it about her district. This is happening, and we need to get the numbers on it. We need to get the complaints on it. If people are not complaining, we need to encourage complaints. Stop and frisk is bad. Thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. I would also like to call attention to the STSR report for the cell site simulator and just remind everyone that the SIAG's ordinance states that the report shall reflect the complete and accurate proposed use of the technology being submitted and to allow City Council to weigh the benefits against its costs to see whether it will safeguard civil rights and liberties and not be used discriminatorily. And I don't think the current report provides enough information for anyone to make an informed decision, nor does it include the info required by the ordinance. I think transparency is a cornerstone of public trust in police, and the current version of the report does not provide transparency and should be modified before being sent forward, at least enough to reflect the information provided yesterday and today, so that people who look at this report in the future are being provided with complete and accurate information. And even though the department still doesn't know exactly which vendor this upgrade will come from, I think a policy should be created before the report is finalized that reflects the guidelines for its use and the oversight and auditing process is going forward, especially because a version of this technology is already in use. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Our final speaker, Madam Chair, is Mr. Smith.
Good afternoon. I want to echo the sentiments about that mobile simulator. I went to the policy meeting yesterday as well. I also want to say congratulations to Mayor-elect Madam President Mary Sheffield. I also want to say congratulations to the commissioner-elects as well on the board. Also want to say that some of the policies are kind of concerning when it comes to the stop and frisk, when it comes to search and seizure, also when it comes to the use of a shot spotter, which is deemed unconstitutional. We have a lot of this technology that is useful, but it is rolled out without proper protocols to govern officers using it. Also, we have a gang squad in the City of Detroit Police Department that is the worst police section in the department right now. We have so many complaints. I have Officer Webb suspended from gang squad. I watched a stop and frisk recently on that department, and in that section, it seems like gang squad needs a special focus. Also, Officer Deion Dawson needs to be fired. If he's witness tampering and harassing citizens, fire him.
Thank you. Any other speakers, madam? Thank you. Our next item on the agenda is a presentation on the SEAG's report, the mobile cellular investigation. Go ahead. And we have DC Parrish who's going to give the presentation. And if I could ask, would you please try to respond to some of the questions that were raised as much as possible? Thank you.
And I was taking notes, so.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think the proper place to start is just explaining where we are in the process of this intended procurement, because there was some concern about the SEAG's process expressed during public comment, if not today, during the policy subcommittee meeting yesterday. Let me be clear. Here's where we're at. A SEAG's report, and that refers to a report that is required under the SEAG's ordinance, and it outlines what this technology is, what it can do, and what we plan on using it for. Okay, in a nutshell, that is the information that goes into the SEAG's report. What we're asking the Board of Police Commissioners to do is to approve the SEAG's report so that we can take the next step in the procurement process. Before anything gets approved, there's going to be a public hearing in front of the City Council. The City Council is going to do exactly what one of the commentators, Molly, said. They're going to weigh the costs and benefits of using this technology in the way it's intended on being used according to the SEAG's report, and they'll make a determination on whether it's appropriate. One commitment that we've made to the board is that regardless of what happens in the procurement process, if it goes to the procurement process, it goes to City Council, and this technology is approved, we will not begin using the new features of the technology until we have a policy that we have worked on the board, that we've worked with the board with, and that the department and the board see eye to eye on. So we won't actually do anything with this until we have an approved policy. One point I really want to emphasize, though, is that, as it's been indicated, is that we do currently use this technology. The only thing that we're doing is upgrading it. This is an upgrade.
I can't hear you. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is this better?
Yes.
Okay. All that we're doing is upgrading the technology. So our current technology can detect a 2G, a 3G, a 4G. These were popular cell phones years ago. The most popular cell phone right now is a 5G. That is outside the scope of what the current technology can do, and that's the upgrade that we are attempting to get so that we can continue to use the technology. Now, moving into, if we could go to the PowerPoint presentation. The next slide, please. So the technical name for this is a cell site simulator. For purposes of this meeting, just to make it easy on everybody, I'm just going to call it a cell phone truck. Okay, this is a truck, does not conduct surveillance on individuals. This is a truck that looks for devices. I believe it was Commissioner-elect Camille talking about how there's a Stingray technology device that will allow you to access the data on people's cell phones. That is not what we are purchasing here. It's not what this device does. This locates device, and it does so by equipping a truck with what is essentially a cell tower. Cell towers receive signals and they transmit signals, okay? What this cell phone truck allows us to do is detect cell phone signals unique to a particular device. Can we go to the next slide, please? As far as checks and balances, the public needs to understand that before we can even access the information that we need to get that unique signal from that phone, we have to get a search warrant approved and served upon the cell phones, the carrier's cell phone information. So we have to get a search warrant we have to get a search warrant sworn out. It has to be signed by a judge, and then we can serve that upon the cell phone company. They're going to provide us with a unique identifier. It's called an IMSI, and that identifier is unique to that phone, and that gets us to a point where we at least know what we're looking for. Now, at that point in time, we have to get another search warrant. And the reason why we have to get another search warrant is because before we even deploy this technology, we have to get a court order authorizing us to do it with a limited exception of exigent circumstances, and that's when a person's life is at risk. But otherwise, we have to get yet another court order to actually deploy this device. Can we go to the next slide, please? Now, this is a very robust system. I want to assure the public this is not going to be used for just any crime. This is going to be used for our most serious crimes. It's currently used by our major crimes division. That includes, most notably, homicide. Okay, anybody using the truck has to be trained in its operation. And again, it's only used for the most serious crimes. Can we go to the next slide, please? So once this truck is deployed, and again, we need a court order to do that, it is going to search an area looking for that unique signal. If it can find that signal, it's essentially a game of hot and cold after that. You are driving down roads attempting to hear beeps that correlate to the signal. If you get more repetition of beeps, that means you're closer to the signal. If you get fewer repetitions, that means you're farther away. But as you continue to work and drive around the area, you will come closer and closer to that phone and eventually be able to essentially pinpoint where it's at. Now, let's say that phone is inside of a house, okay, or another constitutionally protected area. We have to get another search warrant in order to go into that constitutionally protected area, for example, a home, to look for that device. So what I want to emphasize when it comes to checks and balances is that there is a lot of oversight over this process, a lot of judicial oversight. This is not something that we can just use on a whim. We have to get authorization literally at every step of this investigation by a neutral and detached magistrate or judge. Can we go to the next slide, please? Actually, we can go to the slide after that. In addition, every time we use this technology, records are kept by the Major Crimes Division. When I say records, I'm not talking about records of information that is, like the information that is obtained during the course of the search, but just the fact that the deployment was made. There was a question about retention of data. Okay, I want to emphasize something. This data is not retained beyond its use. Now, when I say that, what I mean is this. If we are on an operation and we are looking for a cell phone, once we find that cell phone, all the data is purged immediately. All the data is purged. Now, as the board is aware, some operations take a lot of time. We may be searching for somebody for days, for weeks. In any event, even if we're still in the middle of an operation, all of that data is going to be automatically purged 30 days in. That's it. So even if we're still working a case, we can't retain it beyond 30 days. So when it comes to retention, this data is not designed to be retained. Now, I've explained what the system can do. I want to talk about what the system cannot do. And again, I want to respond to Commissioner-elect Camille. The system that we intend on purchasing does not intercept phone calls, text messages, or any other cellular communications. The only thing that that tower is picking up is information that all the other towers in the area pick up by their design. Okay, we're not detecting anything, we're not uncovering anything new, we're just detecting stuff that's already been put out by the cellular devices by virtue of how they work. The system does not display or retrieve content. It is not a wiretap device. We cannot extract content stored on the cellular phones. Okay, that includes photos, messages, files, apps, etc. The system does not allow the cell phone truck operators to take over or remotely manipulate the target phone. And the system does not store or retain any identifying data from non-target phones. It can only pick up on that unique identifier to that unique phone. Now, subject to any questions, I'll stop there.
Are there any questions, Commissioner Moore?
Yes, I have approximately 3 questions, Deputy Chief. First of all, have you ever heard of someone falsifying a search warrant?
Have I ever heard of some? Absolutely, I've heard of people falsifying search warrants, yes.
Do you feel comfortable using this technology currently without a policy?
Currently?
Currently.
Yeah, we've been using it so long, I do feel comfortable. However, I will stipulate to the fact that we don't have policy can raise concern within the community, and it can raise concern amongst members of this board. So that's why we've made the commitment to work with the board on developing a policy before we turn the additional feature on.
And what's the current check and balance without a policy? What's the checks and balances?
There are internal practices and protocols that are followed and monitored by the commanding officer of the Major Crimes Division.
Okay. And lastly, Commissioner Bernard brought up a question on the Zoom hearing. I was following up as it relates to opposition. Have you done any research on the opposition to this technology?
Yes, I did do some online searching. Could not go more in depth than that. I could not find any police agencies that banned the use of this specific technology. I do know that there could be opposition to any form of surveillance-style technology, but I haven't seen any police departments where the use was utterly banned, which I believe was the question.
Thank you.
Commissioner Woods, thank you.
Thank you, DC. Do you have a standard operating procedure on this?
The Major Crimes Division does have an internal protocol for its use. Yes.
So that would be a standard operating procedure?
Yes.
Can you forward that standard operating procedure to us? And then also, this is for trying to find missing people. And people say the gentleman who is alleged to have committed a criminal sexual conduct on the 5-year-old, when you're out looking for major crimes like that, that you guys trying to identify them and get them apprehended.
Yes. Again, this is situated in the Major Crimes Unit for reasons only for the most major, heinous, or complex investigations.
Yeah. Do you have any information on the success of what you have so far from 5G, 2, 3, and 4? And, I know I have a 5, what'd you call it? A 2G, 3G, and 4G. I got 5G phone. And I know that people who upgrade their phones, most of everybody's at 5G now. And so do you have any information in terms of the success of it so far and what it has been able to accomplish?
That would probably be a better question for the lieutenant. Can you give us some success stories? Sure, Captain. Good thinking.
Good evening. We have several cases that we've utilized this technology on. Without going into detail, because some of the cases are still ongoing through the court process, but we've used it on a missing person. 89-year-old elderly man with dementia was kidnapped from his home, and we used the technology to help assist locating him. We've also used it in several other homicide cases, one involving the homicide of a 6-year-old. So.
Okay, thank you.
Lieutenant, could you say your name, please, for the record?
Captain Marcus Thurkill. Homicide.
Any other questions? Commissioner?
I want to say that,
Bell?
Deputy Chief, unfortunately, we don't hear from the victims and families pleading for closure of these cases. We hear all the constitutional arguments, but I see too many families on TV and other settings asking for whatever you can do, try to find these perpetrators. So we're not violating people's rights, but we also speak for the victim of these crimes. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments? Continue. DC?
That's the conclusion of the presentation.
Is that the conclusion?
Madam Chair.
All right, go ahead, Commissioner.
I would like to make a motion to adopt the CIOT report to be moved to the City Council and contingent upon strong policy being written on this with strong community support. I do believe that we need to bring in subject matter experts in terms on the policy to give us some feedback, but I'll make the motion to approve it with those contingencies.
The motion has been made by Commissioner Woods and seconded by Commissioner Moore.
No.
Is there? Oh, I'm sorry.
Bill.
I'm sorry, Commissioner Bell.
Madam Chair?
Yes.
Yeah, the parliamentarian just wants to make sure the Board of Police Commissioners understands that when you adopt a report, because that's essentially what this motion is, you adopt everything that's in that report. So it is very important that the commission understands that if there's anything in that report that is not reflective of what you want or believe, that goes away once you adopt the report. So whatever is in that report, you are committing to. I just want to make sure you understand that from a parliamentary point of view. Thank you.
I'm 1000% committed to it. If it's finding people that's people who killed the 6-year-old, is finding an elderly 89-year-old man, I think is worth my support.
But Commissioner, let me make the report as a committee report.
Okay.
That way there's no, okay.
Okay, are we, does that mean the motion?
I withdraw my motion.
That motion cannot be withdrawn at this point.
Because it's been second?
No, it's, once the
She
motion is stated by the chair.
Yeah, okay.
Then the motion belongs to the board.
Well, okay.
Now, the board can, by unanimous consent, agree to withdrawing Commissioner Wood's motion to allow Commissioner Bernard to make the report, to make the motion to adopt the report as part of the policy. So, Madam Chair, once you stated that motion, then the commissioner cannot withdraw, but the board can agree to withdraw.
So do we have to make another motion
But
to
you would
have the
first
board?
need to say, Madam Chair, is there any objection to withdrawing Commissioner Wood's motion?
Okay. Is there any objection to withdrawing Commissioner Wood's motion?
There being none, the motion is withdrawn.
Okay, the motion is withdrawn, being no
Now you can
objection.
recognize Commissioner Bernard.
Okay.
Thank you.
Commissioner Bernard.
Thank you, Madam Chair and Madam Parliamentarian. I'd just like to say, prior to reading the Policy Committee recommendation, that to me, some of the most pertinent things that were said here today by the department is that there's no interception of any information on anybody's cell phone. No people I call, no nothing. No reports I have, no pictures I have, or any of that kind of stuff. Secondly, that it's not a wiretap that allows to access data on that phone. It's only the location of my phone. I'm here, you're looking for me, and the cell phone tower thing with the truck with the antenna on it pings, Linda's phone is in this building. That's all it tells you. And if you're coming in the building to get the phone, or i.e. to find me, because it's my phone, that it requires 4 warrants signed by 4 magistrates or judges in order to come in here, this building, to get the phone, or to actually try to find me, because my phone is here. So this scope is so narrow, and as you pointed out earlier, Chief, it only involves the most heinous of crimes, major crimes only. No shoplifting, nothing I've done, no accidents, none of that stuff. Just heinous criminal activity, or to save a person's life in a kidnapping. Okay, and it can't pick up other cell phones, doesn't pick up her phone, his phone, no other phone. It's only picking up, only pings, because my number pinged on the phone. Having said that, that's what was said to us yesterday. I'd like to say, by direction of the Policy Committee, I move that the CEOG's report regarding surveillance technology specification report, the STSR, Detroit Police Department mobile cellular investigation, 1 van only, 1 tower only, be adopted for the procurement of technology for our cell phones number 5, G5, named Cell Site Simulator, which is a mobile system for locating cellular devices commonly known as a cell site simulator, contingent upon the Board of Police Commissioners approving a policy governing the utilization of such technology prior to its implementation only. That's the motion. That's the report from the committee, and it was unanimous.
Is there any further discussion? Questions? Go ahead, Commissioner Moore.
Madam Chair, please state the motion.
Oh, the motion.
Thank you. It is moved. No second is required because it's a motion coming from a committee.
Oh,
There's no second required.
no, I didn't, no second, right.
Motion.
Okay. The motion is that the CEOG's report regarding Surveillance Technology Specification Report, STSR, Detroit Police Department Mobile Cellular Investigation, be adopted for the procurement of technology named Cell Site Simulator, which is a mobile system for locating cellular devices commonly known as a cell site simulator, contingent upon the Board of Police Commissioners approving a policy governing the utilization of such technology prior to its implementation,
By direction of the Policy Committee.
by direction of the Policy Committee.
Discussion.
Discussion?
Just 2 quick points, Madam Chair, and I'm not going to belabor the point. The first point is the guided tour. Deputy Chief Harris is excellent at giving presentations. I don't think anybody can disagree with that. But the board didn't do any independent research ourselves. Our staff never got involved in this issue or anything, to a point that a commissioner is using the talking points that were given as the reason why support, which is very concerning. My last point is the worst case scenarios. What Commissioners Bell and Commissioner Vice Chair Woods brought up are absolutely correct. We want technology that's going to help find missing children and help the victims. That's absolutely correct. But the purpose of policy and the purpose of it being here is for worst case scenarios, abusive systems. I asked the Deputy Chief a question. I said, take my telephone number and put it in the system and see what comes back. Now, we're going to talk about it. I don't know when we're going to talk about it, but that never happened because I'm concerned about abuse of the system. Of course, I want babies to be found that's missing grandparents who are murdered, like mine, the murders to be found. But let's be realistic. We have to do our due diligence as a board in these situations, and that's why we're here from the days of Coleman Young, 1974, to today. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Any other comments or questions?
Through the chair.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I would say that the multiple layers in terms of it happening to have a public hearing inside City Council, I think that I am very, very comfortable based upon all the layers, and I'm very comfortable based upon the fact that we have the opportunity to shape policy on this matter as well.
Just a quick
Go
clarifying
ahead,
question.
Commissioner Moore.
I'm sorry, Madam Chair. Just a quick clarifying question, Vice Chair. So you mentioned City Council. Did City Council invite us over there last week when they cleared that body-worn camera policy?
I think some of our members was on that line over there. We had the opportunity to speak over there through the chair if we needed to speak on it, and they did consult with us.
They did consult with us.
Yeah.
That's what I was.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir.
Commissioner Bernard.
Yes, they consult, they were, first of all, they were aware of our policy on this issue. And it was brought to the city council by the same people that brought their concerns to us. And the purpose of them taking it to city council was that they thought that the policy that we adopted that said 45 days, that was based on Chief White's recommendation, was too long, and they wanted it to be 30 days. So they went to city council, they superseded us, so they had our input and went to a 30-day policy, and they adopted it 8-1.
And through the chair,
Yes, go ahead.
we and our policy that we changed already is not a 30-day policy. It's up to 30-day policy.
Yes,
that
the
we
new
have.
policy.
That's our policy.
The other policy.
Yeah. So
For,
yeah.
we just changed it.
Any other
But they had started their process based on the 45-day policy.
Any other questions or that's okay. Questions or comments? Okay, hearing none. Do I need a roll call vote? Or just,
Only if the outcome of the vote is not clear to you, Madam Chair.
okay. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
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 Opposed?
There's one
The motion carries.
opposition.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you for the presentation. Thank you, Board. And our next item is a report from the Secretary.
Through the chair, excuse me. If you will please take note under tab 6, I believe, today, the incoming communications. Excuse me. And there's also, for your information, report on your left flap for review, which is subject to change and for presentation and updating by OCI for next week. The announcements for the week are as follows. Our next board meeting is the November community meeting. Next Thursday, November 13th, 6:30 p.m. The meeting is to be held in the 2nd Precinct, which is at Adams Butzel Recreation Center, 10500 Linden Street in Detroit. Our December community meeting will be held Thursday, December 11th, 6:30 p.m. at WC3, Curtis Ivory Campus, located 1001 West 4th Street. Upcoming committee meetings for the month of November thus far are Tuesday, November 18th, policy budget at 4 p.m. And on the same day, Tuesday, November 18th at 5 p.m., the policy committee will hold its next meeting. And those are the announcements for today, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. Next on our agenda is unfinished business. And we do have a closed session, and I need to read this. Pursuant to Section 8A of the Open Meetings Act, MCL 15268A, the department's requests for the board to consider administrative leave without pay, but with medical benefits for Police Officer Ali Jakalala, badge 4388, assigned to the 7th Precinct, reconvene public meeting to vote, a two-thirds majority vote is required. So is there a motion to go
Move to go
into
into closed session.
It's been moved by Commissioner Wood, supported by Commissioner Moore, to go into closed session. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Madam
indicate-
President,
Yes,
the Open Meetings Act requires a two-thirds roll call vote to go into closed session.
okay. Madam Secretary, could we have a roll call vote?
Commissioner DeWalsh,
Yes.
Commissioner Woods,
Yes.
excuse me, Commissioner Bernard,
Unfortunately, yes.
Commissioner Banks is excused, Commissioner Bell? Commissioner Burton is excused, Commissioner Carter? Commissioner Jones?
Yes.
Commissioner Moore?
Yes.
Commissioner Smith?
Yes.
8 yea votes, Madam Chair.
Okay, the motion carries. We're in closed session and recess for 3 minutes. We're going to return to open session. So I'm calling meeting to order. Could I have a roll call, Madam Secretary?
Commissioner DeWalsh,
Present?
Commissioner Woods,
Present.
Commissioner Bernard,
Present.
Commissioner Banks excused, Commissioner Bell,
Present.
Commissioner Burton excused, Commissioner Carter, Commissioner Jones,
Present.
Commissioner Moore,
Present.
Commissioner Smith.
Present.
8 present, Madam Chair.
Thank you. What is the pleasure of the board?
Madam Chair, I'll make a motion to adopt the chief of recommendation to change the duty status for Police Officer Ali Dakalala, badge number 4388, pension number 241660, assigned to the 7th precinct to administrative leave without pay but with medical benefits.
Motion has been made by Commissioner Woods, seconded by Commissioner Bell. Any discussion?
Yes, yes, Madam Chair. There are, at least in my opinion, there is no reason to take this action against this officer because he considered, based on what was said, well, not what he said. Going to Oakland County from Detroit is a very...
No.
Excuse me, I'm speaking.
You cannot violate
do
the
that.
Open Meetings Act.
I'm not violating.
You are.
violating
You cannot
now.
discuss what was discussed in closed session. That's a legal opinion.
Okay.
Okay.
I urge the board not to take the recommendation of the chief for the following reasons. First of all, this whole conversation was started with saying this is not discipline. Taking someone's salary is, in any world, any place in the world, is discipline. And telling them that they are suspended without pay but with medical benefits. Medical benefits require the payment of at least $150 per person for I think it's $180 for the officer, not to mention their family, which also there's a copay for every person in the family. So it is, one, it's discipline. Two, there has been nothing that I'm aware of other than some maybe paper understandings that reflect adversely on this officer's reputation.
It's going down there,
Based on, based on this officer's performance. Nothing performance related. Secondly, I just don't believe, as you know, that I do believe that the department should handle its administrative duties prior to bringing things to us. That has not occurred, based on the report that we have. So therefore, I advise the board to not adopt this course of action. It's untimely, and there's insufficient facts or evidence in support of it.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? We have one,
No, I mean, I think we have to
one
have a
opposition.
No, we have to have a roll call vote.
Okay,
Yeah, I believe you have to have,
that's right, 2/3,
Yes.
okay. Madam Secretary, could we have a roll call?
Commissioner Woods,
Yes.
Commissioner Bernard,
No.
Commissioner Banks excused, Commissioner Bell,
Yes.
Commissioner Burton excused. Commissioner Carter?
Yes.
Commissioner Jones?
Yes.
Commissioner Moore?
Abstain.
Commissioner Smith?
Yes.
5 yea votes.
Commissioner
Two-
DeWash.
I'm sorry? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
6 yea votes, 2 nay votes.
The motion carries. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. All right, well, under new business, we have extension of special orders with an expiration date of November 9th until December 9th. We have this new business before we go to closed session.
Okay, all right.
And we will have, after this, we will have 2 more closed sessions. So, Commissioner Bernard?
You also have the recommendation for increasing pay.
I'm sorry. A recommendation for, oh, that's right. But that's under, is that under new business?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
That's right, it's under new business.
By direction of the Policy Committee, I move that the following special orders with the expiration date of November 9th, next week, be extended for 30 days until December 9th, 2025. These policy directives are very important, and they're important also to the fact that we are taking over and have taken over jurisdiction over the detention centers. We got to make some different sorts of policies. I will simply identify each policy directive. Policy Directive 201.11, use of force, detainee injury reporting investigation for prisoner extractions. Policy Directive 202.2, search and seizure, the most important one of all, probably. Policy Directive 203.5, juveniles and school incidents, also extremely important. Policy Directive 204.3, operating while intoxicated, and Policy Directive 305.4, transportation of detainees, meaning prisoners that are in our custody. I move that these recommendations of these special order and expiration dates be extended as so indicated to December 9th, 2025.
Is the commissioner moving or is the committee moving?
The committee.
So by direction of the committee?
By direction of,
Thank you.
Madam Parliamentarian, by direction of the Policy Committee.
Is there any discussion?
Quickly,
Commissioner Moore?
205.1 emergency resources has expired/eliminated. Now, that's on our list in addition to what Commissioner Bernard just ran off. Wouldn't that take precedence? Or what is the status of that I was just asking about? Is it expired?
What's the identity of that policy?
205.9. It says expired/eliminated.
We'll add that one as well. 205.9. What's the name of the policy?
I think
If I may,
DC, yes, please.
if I may, emergency resources, there was no need to renew that special order based on policies that have already been approved, so we allowed it to expire with no further action is needed from the court.
Okay, understood. Okay.
Meaning then that it didn't have to be on the list?
It does not have to be on the list.
Okay, thank you. Any other discussion? Okay, all those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Now, we have another closed session, and I need to read this. Closed session pursuant to Section 8A.
Madam Chair, the parliamentarian just has a question.
Yes.
You've got 2 closed sessions, and then you have this motion about the Katrina Patello increase. Would the board like to take care of that so that all that's left are closed sessions? Or does it not make a difference?
Do we need to take a vote for that?
You can ask if there's any objection.
Is there any objection to taking the recommendation of the pay increase for the Director of HR in front of the next 2 closed sessions?
Not for me.
No objection? Okay. So, item D under new business will become item B, and the chief has go ahead. I'm sorry, I thought somebody said. Chief Bedison has a recommendation of pay increase for Director Katrina Patillo. Patillo. Well, in Spanish, it's Patillo, but
Okay.
Patillo. I always say it wrong, I guess. There's a motion to adopt the proposed new salary range for the Director of Police Personnel to 112,628, from 112,628 to 171,908. Is there a motion to approve? I'm sorry, there's a,
No, there isn't a motion. It fails.
wait.
Chair, if I may, Chair.
Yes,
Madam
could you
Chair.
clarify this?
I understand.
Yes, it is my understanding that there's a two-part. That is the reason for the motion being placed in your binders, is that there was a request for a market analysis. The analysis was done. The salary range for HR, City of Detroit, needs to be able to adopt, if the board chooses to adopt that salary range. That's the first part. Second part being that once that's adopted, then the salary increase that is recommended falls within the new range,
So there's two motions. The
Correct.
first one,
which is cited, should be in your binders.
okay. I have the motions
Okay.
here, so I'll go ahead and read.
Thank you.
Is there a motion to adopt the proposed new salary range for the Director of Police Personnel to be 112,628 through 171,908?
So moved.
Motion has been made by Commissioner Wood, supported by Commissioner Jones. Is there discussion?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Mr. Moore, and then Commissioner Bernard.
My concern, Madam Chair, is that this was not vetted in the subcommittee. That's the whole purpose of us having subcommittees, is for it to be vetted there. So even with the two motions that the board secretary is talking about, all of that could have been hashed out there. So I'm not opposed per se to a pay increase or what have you, but the process is not orderly. It needs to be in order. Thank you.
Commissioner Bernard?
I agree with my colleague. We would need a recommendation from the Personnel Committee to change a salary range. It shouldn't be an at-large discussion here. There should be a recommendation from the committee on both of these issues.
The board can make a motion to refer this matter to the,
I make that motion then, to refer the matter to the Personnel Committee. Both of these issues.
Second.
Okay, don't we have a motion?
Can I withdraw?
motion to refer is of a higher ranking
Okay.
than the
Okay.
motion to adopt. So that motion would take precedence over the motion to adopt, so you don't need to withdraw.
Okay, so no action needs to be taken with the motion to adopt.
If
Now
the
that we
motion
have
to
this-
refer is adopted,
Okay,
that motion to refer sends this matter to the Personnel Committee, but it is still ultimately under the control of the board, because when it comes back, the board is going to vote on whatever recommendation the Personnel Committee has on the matter that was referred.
okay, so is there a motion to refer, Ms. Bernard made that motion, correct?
Yes, to refer to
Second.
and to defeat them, both.
It's been moved to refer both recommendations back to the Personnel Committee of the BOPC by Commissioner Bernard and seconded by Commissioner Woods. Is there discussion? All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries. All right, now we'll go back to closed session. And I'll read it again. Pursuant to Section 8A of the Open Meetings Act, MCL 268A, the department's request for the closed consideration, for the board to consider administrative leave without pay, but with medical benefits for police officer Shane Shaw, badge 3612, assigned to the 6th Precinct. And we need a 2/3 vote for that. So, Madam Secretary, will you do the roll call?
Commissioner DeWalsh,
Yes.
Commissioner Woods,
Yes.
Commissioner Bernard,
Unfortunately, yes.
Commissioner Bell,
Yes.
Commissioner Carter? Yes. Commissioner Jones?
Yes.
Commissioner Moore?
Yes.
Commissioner Smith?
Yes.
Commissioner Banks and Burton excused, 8 yea votes, Madam.
Okay, we're in closed session. The motion carried, and 3-minute recess.
Which one? Which club? What's the name? Is all three? You always get me straight. Thank you.
We're going back into open session, so I'm calling the meeting to order. Could we please have roll call?
Commissioner DeWalsh?
Present.
Commissioner Woods?
Present.
Commissioner Bernard?
Present.
Commissioner Banks excused, Commissioner Bell? Commissioner Burton excused, Commissioner Carter? Commissioner Jones?
Present.
Commissioner Moore?
Present.
Commissioner Smith?
Present.
8 present, Madam Chair.
Thank you. What is the pleasure of the board, please?
Madam Chair, I make a motion to change in-duty status for Police Officer Shane Shaw, badge number 3612, pension number 242456, assigned to the 6th Precinct to administrative leave without pay but with medical benefits.
A motion has been made by Commissioner Woods, seconded by Commissioner Bell. Is there any discussion?
I just
Go ahead, Commissioner.
want to remind this board, the police.
Speak into, please.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Police officers are higher, what do you call it?
L.
Higher standard. This is not a general job, but I know what Deputy Chief Perry stated from my days in the 70s and 80s and 90s, that this department in a better position offer that service to them in any area. When I speak to those academy block 2 hours, I emphasize that. If you need help, you need assistance, to step up, and we are here to address those concerns. And I have witnessed the officers stepping up. I know there are various programs from, that interaction to make that difference, that we are here for you. Thank you.
Commissioner Bernard?
And I agree with you, Commissioner Bell. However, the department, the police department is referred to as a family. They look out for each other, they take care of each other, etc. They have that duty, and we have that duty as commissioners to make sure that any officers who do anything that indicates there's an issue, we need to address it. And we relinquish our duty when in fact we don't do that, even as a commission and as a board. We know the stressors of police officers. We know what's happening to them in the community. We know what's happening nationally. And I just think that it is incumbent upon us and incumbent upon the department to address issues when they know there's an issue and address it systemically.
Any other
Just one
questions?
quick follow-up.
Commissioner Moore?
Because this won't be our last time here for the same thing. We've been going through this year after year, year after year, and even though the department has improved, as Deputy Chief Perry said, if we know it's an issue, we need to get on top of it, and that's what's being ignored by both the unions and management. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Can't pass the buck.
Any other questions or comments? Okay, hearing none. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Roll call.
Oh, roll call vote.
In order to,
Madam Secretary?
Commissioner Woods?
Yes.
Commissioner Bernard?
No?
Commissioner Bell?
Yes.
Commissioner Carter? Commissioner Carter? Commissioner Jones?
Yes.
Commissioner Moore?
Abstain.
Commissioner Smith?
Yes.
Commissioner DeWalsh?
No.
Oh, Madam Chair, I might just say abstain as well. You didn't hit me. Abstain.
abstain is counted as a no vote.
Yeah,
Okay, that matters. Okay. But it's abstain.
thank you.
Give me 1 second here.
I think the motion failed.
The motion carried, didn't it?
Well, you've got 3 no.
Oh, we have to have 2/3, right?
I'm sorry, I've got my numbers wrong. Okay.
It carries, correct?
I mean, I've got 3 no votes. Were there 3 no votes?
Yes.
Well, Simpson is counted as a no vote. And so you've got 5,
One no and 2 abstentions, so 3 no.
and then 5 yeses?
Yes.
That's not 2/3.
What's not?
That's not 2/3.
It takes 6 votes to make it.
Yeah. Motion failed.
Okay.
Pointing out to the chair.
Okay, based on the roll call vote, the motion fails. All right. Now we have closed session, a second closed session under new business. Pursuant to Section 8A of the Open Meetings Act, MCL 15.268A, the department's request for the board to consider administrative leave without pay but with medical benefits for police officer Zachary Melvin, badge 3423, assigned to the 11th precinct. We will need a two-thirds majority vote to go into closed session.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved
Secondly.
and seconded. We need a roll call, please.
Commissioner DeWalsh,
Yes.
Commissioner Woods,
Yes.
Commissioner Bernard,
Reluctantly, yes.
Commissioner Bell,
Yes.
Commissioner Carter, Commissioner Jones,
Yes.
Commissioner Moore,
Yes.
Commissioner Smith.
Yes.
8 yea votes, Madam Chair.
Okay, the motion carries. 2-minute recess. To return to open session and call the meeting to order, could I please have the roll call, Madam Secretary?
Commissioner DeWalsh,
Present.
Commissioner Woods,
Here.
Commissioner Bernard,
Present.
Commissioner Banks excused, Commissioner Bell,
Present.
Commissioner Burton excused, Commissioner Carter, Commissioner Jones, Commissioner Moore,
Present.
Commissioner Smith.
Present.
8 present, Madam Chair.
Thank you. What is the pleasure of the board?
I'll make a motion to change in duty status for police officer Zachary Melvin, badge number 3423, pension number 246833, assigned to the 11th precinct to administrative leave without pay but with medical benefits.
Is there a second? Commissioner Bell, it's been made, a motion has been made by Commissioner V.C. Woods and seconded by Commissioner Bell. Is there any discussion? Do we need a 2/3 vote for this? No?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, roll call vote, please.
Commissioner Woods,
Yes.
Commissioner Bernard,
Pass right now.
Commissioner Banks is excused, Commissioner Bell,
Yes.
Commissioner Burton is excused, Commissioner Carter, Commissioner Jones,
Yes.
Commissioner Moore,
Yes.
Commissioner Smith,
Yes.
Commissioner Bernard.
I know we passed the time for discussion. As you know, due process rights.
It's out of order.
I understand. I'm getting.
It's out of order.
I'm making, but you're out of order. I'm talking. In any event, I think I have to abstain.
It's a no vote.
It's my abstention. My unreadiness.
Do you
Based
want-
on the facts.
She abstained, she said.
Abstain, which is counted as a no vote.
I understand that. I don't understand
No,
that.
I was telling the secretary.
I understand that.
Commissioner DeWalsh.
Yes.
7 yea votes, one abstention.
Thank you.
Madam Chair, I have a motion I'd like to make for the Policy Committee to create a policy for that after officer-involved shootings and critical incidents for a deputy chief or above to review all necessary video within 3 hours.
I second the motion.
Motion has been made by Commissioner Moore, seconded by Vice Chair Woods. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? There's one no. The motion carries. What is the pleasure of the board?
Adjourn.
Adjourn.
It's been moved by Commissioner Woods, seconded by Commissioner Moore. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you all for attending. Have a good evening.